Sounds good. Well, if you're ready, go ahead and lay back. With really good deep breaths as we're getting started. Body's happy, receptive. I'm just happy to be here with the community. So for today's intention, this week we have our summer solstice coming up. It's kind of a special time of year when we've got the most sunlight we're going to get out of the day. And leading up to this point, it's growing more and more and more every day. After this point, it's less and less and less every day. So I almost imagine like this is really the day and the week to absorb sunlight and kind of its metaphoric energy for the rest of the year. So the sun is very active, it's very warm, it's heating, it's just activity is really the word that I use. So more so than anything else, this is a great time to start opening doors and portals for things that you want to open in the next phase of your life. So making preparations and taking actions, making goals. This is kind of a really good week to have that activity energy, the rajas, as they call it in Sanskrit. So in our physical class today, we'll be playing with different ways of imagining that we're reaching up to the sun. Sometimes we imagine we're like a flower or a tree, the leaf, receiving all of the sunlight and the chlorophyll. Sometimes we'll imagine that as we take different circular movements, either across the sky or around, imagine it's like the sun moving around the earth, just kind of tracing that beautiful circular motion, the cycle that it has for us. So just in all these ways, we'll acknowledge and be with this beautiful energy of the sun today. So with this to get us started, let's start off today actually with our arms. So reach your arms to the ceiling. So it's the space in front of your chest. And then you're going to go back and forth between reaching fingertips further forward, shoulder blades kind of spread apart on the back, and then slowly squeeze the shoulder blades back together. The arms are kind of as close as they can get. So do that a couple of times. We don't always use these muscles around the shoulders. So just a couple of chances to start waking up that area. Kind of a nice hello sun. We're reaching up toward you. And maybe you already know what that activity, the rajas, the heat, the next phase of your life that you're heading toward. Maybe you already know consciously what that is. And if not, maybe each time we reach toward the sun in movements like this, like we're trying to ask our intuition, what is it that I'm trying to gather from the sun and pull back down? So one more time, reach forward, up, pull back down. Good. From here, start to take the knees into the chest. Rock around, hand on each knee. Low back, getting that nice massage. The arms get a chance to spread open on the floor, big figure T. And the knees will fall over to the left. Keep the shoulders in contact with the earth, but the rest of the twist is up to you. So maybe you're taking the left hand as weight on top of the knees to invite them to twist a little further. Maybe you're scooting both knees in closer to the chest. Just whatever helps it feel like the twist is just right for the muscles of your back right now. Option to even extend right leg out to the side. Adding in just a little bit more hamstring and even side of hip, side of thigh. Beautiful. Letting both knees bend if they're not there already. The knees rise and fall over to the other side. Setting up the twist in a way that feels good. This left hand especially is reaching out to left. Maybe the gaze is over left fingers. Option to allow the top leg to straighten out to the side. And as both knees bend, the hips return to the ground, straighten legs up to the sky. So similar to how we started with the arm thing, we're now going to try to touch our fingertips to the toes or just as close as possible. So it'll be an exhale when we curl up, reaching as high as possible. Then inhale, just slowly settle the spine back. Exhale. Inhale. Just a few rounds of that. Let's take 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Grab onto right leg. The left leg hovers above ground. We're going to do a couple of straight leg switches. So now left leg rises, grab on left, right leg lowers. Just a couple of times. It doesn't have to be fast necessarily, but feeling some of these parts of the body warm up a little bit. That's one of the qualities of the sun is this warmth. Adding in a couple of these nice twisting and core strengthening movements help us to engage the solar plexus chakra, the area of our body where it's the element of fire or the sun. So to both sides, let's do 3 more. So here's 3 and 3, 2 and 2, 1 and 1. If you're not on right, switch one more time. Hold right leg up to the sky. Continue to let it try to stretch upward. Imagine it's like the tallest tree in the forest. I imagine that tree almost gets more sunlight than anybody else. And that's okay. Some plants are made to grow a little bit better in the shade. But for at least this moment, we're that tall one reaching up. Gathering in all the sunlight possible. Beautiful. Let's start to switch. So right leg lowers, left leg rises. Grab on, pull it in, just an easy hamstring stretch. As we release the hand, bend both knees, plant the feet close to glutes. Let's take a few bridge poses. So inhale, roll up. Exhale, return the vertebrae back down one at a time. Waking up this low part of the body just a little bit. Again, helping to warm things up. Taking another 5. 4, 3, 2. Last one, try to stay. If you can clasp hands under your back, clasp. Maybe even walk shoulders a little closer together. Good. Hands release. Return the hips back down. Beautiful. From here, let's work our way up to a seated position. And let's take bottoms of feet together, cobbler. Spine lifts up first, reaching up to the sky. And then start to tilt forward like the setting sun. You find that spot where you can't stay straight anymore, then release the effort of the muscles. Rolling the spine up. You'll take your left hand on the outside of the right foot and then extend the right leg up. And if that's hard to reach at all, just slide a little bit further down the leg. Grabbing for more like calf. Good. So we've got left hand to outside of right. This right hand, it's almost like tracing the sun going across the sky. So inhale, exhale, twist. Let's return through that shoulder motion all the way forward. Take 2 more. Inhale, exhale, and return. The last one, stay. Enjoy that journey across the sky and rest. The head be part of the twist. The arm returns. Set the leg down in front of you. We've still got left foot tucked into the right thigh. Circle both arms up for you. Cheek the sun for a moment. Huge inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Rising up. Plant the right hand behind you. The left hand is going to scoop up as you lift up the hips. Good. And then set down. Good. Turn with the up. Switch hands. So right hand scoops up. Hips even higher. And down. And then we switch the legs out. So tuck right leg in. Prepare for the twisted thing that we did. So right hand is reaching outside of left foot or a little further down the leg. And then we're preparing for left hand to circle up the sky, trace the sun line, traveling its journey through the sky, and return. 5 more. Last one, stay in the twist. Beautiful. Turn. Set the leg down in front. We've got right foot tucked to thighs. Inhale, reach up. Gather the particles of sunlight. And exhale, forward fold. Starting to rise. First one we plant left hand, right hand will sweep up, tracing the sun line. This one's the harder one. And set it. Switch. Right hand plants, left hand scoops up, trace the sun line. Arch. Feel that huge stretch through the front of the body. Settle down. And sweep both legs underneath the body. Kneeling. Get some nice cat pose. Exhales and inhales. Two more. And allow the spine to be that nice flat plane. Right leg extends to the space directly behind us. Option for left arm to join in, so opposites. Beautiful. You can either stay here or take a few rounds. Exhale, elbow and knee come close underneath. Inhale, straighten and you can lift. 4. Exhale, 3. 2. 1. Either stay extended or try to have that hand and that foot connect to the back. If you have the connection, try to push those 2 points up again. So by pushing the foot into the hand, you'll find that lift. Beautiful work. Release. That hand and knee down. Take a couple of cat cows, just reset the spine. Next round. And in with a nice flat spine. Left leg, that's its turn. So option 1, just the leg. Option 2, right arm also. Option 3, exhale, elbow knee from underneath. Inhale, extend and lift. 4. 3, you can go slower if needed. 2. 1. Option to stay or connect foot and press up to the side. Beautiful. Release. Knees return. The hands walk forward. Puppy pose. Maybe the forehead drops to the ground. Maybe you flip the chin. Either way, the chest is trying to drop down, arching through the back. To travel back to down dog, or sorry, to child, we're walking the hands backwards, the hips become heavy, just naturally settling back to the pose. Option to stay a bit longer or come up to a down dog at any point. Feel free to add movements that help you to loosen up the tight things. Enjoy this until eventually you're happy to come up to the top of the mat in a forward fold. No rush to get there. Just enjoying the journey. Nice inhale to rise, slight back bend, and hands down to the heart. Beautiful. Right hand to right hand, left hand up and over. Rise. Second side, lateral bend. Rise. Inhale, circle up to sky. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, Hatha. Exhale, fingertips down. Right foot lunges to the back of the mat and lower the knee. Your attention easing back and forth. Hips push forward. And then front leg extends, straightening. At your own pace, just waking these muscles up a bit more. And the next time you're here with the front leg straight, stay. Nice, easy half split. Know that you always have option to grab block on your hands if you need it. And from here, start to let this leg, the straight leg scoots off to the left side of mat, come up high, kneeling. Good. So slide left hand down that left leg. This right arm, almost like that sun tracing through the sky, slowly makes its journey until we're leaning laterally again. And rise. Come down to kneel. Hands and knees. Right arm reaches back up to sky. Do some wrist rolls. And spread this right shoulder all the way under and through, sending the shoulder down to the ground. So if you're staying with just simply the twist portion of this, you have the option with the left hand to either wrap it around the low back or stretch it up to top of that. If you'd like to join me a little bit more of the active version, I recommend leaving left hand in front of face. The left toes slide to the back of the mat, and then try to lift the left heel. Work. The toes return, the knee returns. Unwind the shoulder. Take a cat and a cow. Child pose down dog or add in a flow. You choose when to come up to top of mat, forward fold. All right. Exhale, hands to heart. Lateral bend again, right hand to right thigh. This left arm circles up, journeying through the sky like the sun. And rise. Look inside. Rise. Side and pull the arms. Exhale, forward fold. Half lift. Exhale as fingertips go down, just left leg steps all the way to back, lower the knee. Take a few rounds back and forth. Bend to lunging and straightening the front leg, half split. One more round, and then you'll stay in the half split. Option for block if that's helpful. A straight right leg circled out to the right side, come up high. Right leg slides down the leg, left hand. Just that journey of the sun across the sky. Right. Normal kneeling. Once you're there, left hand circled up the side. Do a few wrist rolls, both directions. spread this left shoulder all the way under and through. So again, option right hand can stretch forward or circle around low back. If it stays, perhaps you're joining me. Right toes slide to back of mat. And maybe right heel floats. Good, return toes and knee. Press up, kneeling. Cat cow. Child pose, down dog, or a flow. If you've got a block, you're welcome to scoot it up toward the top of that, so that way it's easily accessible. And then same thing as before, you choose the point at which you're happy to go into the forward fold at top of mat. From here, we'll take a twist from a half lift. So slide the hands up the shins or put the block directly in front of chest in front of you. Nice tall height tends to work good for me. So for this twist, we're trying to keep the hips from kind of going with us. So hips stay still. Plant your right hand down, whether it's on shin or on block. And then left hand twist up to sky. Try to allow the crown of head to continue extending forward. That's what creates the space that there can be twist and length. And drop this left hand down, switch, right hand twist up. Trying to reach the sky as much as possible. And drop down. Completely release heavy for a moment. Nice inhale and exhale, forward fold. And then inhale, rise. That's the heart. Elbows open, chest pushes forward and through. And hands back to heart. Beautiful. Try to keep the feet relaxed. Shift your weight over left foot. Right knee floats. So option to stay here or twist. So that would be left hand to this right outer thigh. Right hand opening up behind. Okay, torso back forward. Press the heart for a moment. And then kick this leg back, warrior three. And we'll take a twisted warrior three. So that would mean right hand to block or floor. Left hand tries to reach up to sky. Crown of head continue to extend forward. Beautiful. From here, continue to send weight backwards, allowing the toes to land on the back of the mat. Hold the arms up. Brief stretch. And then trying to twist from here. So this is right fingertips, or maybe even sliding down, right elbow onto the thigh. So it's twisting towards that side. Good. Front knees bent. It's good. If you've gotten to the elbow, you're welcome to bring hands to prayer position. Continue to push the top hand down the side of twist. Good. And as you start to gently ease out of it, let the back heel rotate down, resting, warrior one, inhale. Exhale, open up, warrior two. Good work. Extended side angle. Allowing this left elbow to rest, the right arm traces up and then forward like the sun. Beautiful. Rise. Reverse. Rise. Triangle, front leg straightens. So first you reach forward, this tilts the hips, and then you can drop left hand to shin or block, right hand to sky. Beautiful. Rise. Turn the toes to the long edge of mat. Forward fold. Choose the arm position that feels good here. Now coming to a flat spine, plant the hands in front of you. Use block if needed. Similar to before, keep the sacrum level so we're not twisting from the hips. The hips stay exactly as they are. Plant the left hand. And then the right hand, bring it to the right hip first so that you can feel the hips not shifting. And then continue to stretch the crown of head forward and lift shoulder. Once you're twisting it, as much as the spine can, maybe the arm floats up. Much higher twist. And that hand can lower. Good. Right hand to floor. Left hand to hip. Shoulders start to twist. Crown of head continues to extend forward. Maybe the arm rises. And drop. And deep bend the knees for a moment. Roll the spine up. Heel-toe feet closer. And then pivot the toes forward, preparing for pyramid. Option to scoop block up a bit closer. This one's one we're gonna add another twist. So pyramid first. So hands at hips. Lean forward. Good. Start to drop hands to shin or block. If you're using block, have it under right hand. That'll help for the twist in just a moment. First, it's just hamstring, letting the length to be there. Okay, so as we're preparing for a twist from pyramid, crown of head again needs to reach forward. And then from there, left. Play with twisting up. Reaching to the sun as much as you can. And work. Hand bumps down. Fingertips bump forward using block or non. Standing split. The right leg floats as high as it can. Good. And forward fold. Feet close. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands to heart. Elbows open, chest forward and through. And hands back to heart. Shifting weight to right foot. The foot's relaxed. Try to float left knee. Maybe just play with this. Or maybe twist. Right hand to the outer thigh. Left hand to single. Return, hands to heart. Warrior 3, kick back. And then we're going to play with a twist. The left hand perhaps to block, and right hand to step. We're continue to sink weight backwards until you can land the toes. Come up for a moment, fingertips to sky. And we're twisting again. So left wrist connects to right thigh. And then just twist. This is option one. Or continue to slide down the forearm. If you get to elbow, hands in prayer position. Top hand pushes down. And open up. Back heel down, warrior one. Now, let's go warrior two. Extended side angle. Rise. Reverse. Rise. Straighten front leg, triangle, reach fingertips forward, tilt the hips, and then great position, left to sky. And rise. Bring the toes to long edge of mat. One more wide angle forward fold. Bow down. Good. Coming to the half lift, crown of head extending toward back door, plant left hand, right hand to hip as the shoulders start to open, and then maybe extend the arm up. And hand down. That right hand, left hand to hip, shoulders open, maybe extend the arm after. And arm deep. Bend the knees, roll the spine up. Tilt your feet a bit closer, and then point the toes forward, pyramid. Then halfway down, start to walk hands down shin, maybe slide the block in. First pyramid. And twisted pyramid. Roll the crown of the head forward, spine is straight, plant left hand on the shin or the block. Right hand starts to float up. Good work. Drop it down, bump the fingertips forward, standing split foot left leg. Landing forward fold. Tilt the feet about as wide as mat. Turning the toes outward, we're coming to Malasana pose. You can sit on block if needed. Push the elbows into the knees, yogic squat. Crown of head rises. So you have the option just to stay here in the middle. Otherwise, we'll take a twist so that we can reach up to the sky. So if you're doing the twist, start with your left shoulder, scooping closer to left knee. Left fingertips to floor, right to sky. Could stay here if anybody wants to play with the bind, just wrap around left. Everybody unwind. Malasana in the middle. Right shoulder scoots closer down to the knee. Right fingertips to the floor, left to the side. Like to bind, play with that. For a sunflower, just trying to reach up. Good. Unwind, Balasana. One more breath. Good. Inhale. Exhale. As fingertips drop down, step just the left foot back. You can lower the knee. And we're playing with lizard here. So hand around the inside of the foot. Head scoot forward. If you want to stay on wrists, that's fine. If you want to lower one or both elbows to block our floor, that's also great. However much the hips, psoas, all these goodies, whatever level those are asking for right now. Planting the hands. Shift the hips back. It's kind of like a wide half split. And then heel-toe this right foot across the mat, preparing for pigeon. The hips weight back forward, good. Sacrum's level. You choose if you're doing the back bend at all today, or if you'd like to go straight to forward fold. And coming out, it's a recovery moment, kneeling perhaps with some hip shifting. Ready, left foot scoots up to top left corner. Drop the hips as far forward as you can. Lizard, you can stay on hands, lower elbows, block our floor, it's all your choice. Shifting back to that kind of wide half split. And the foot makes its way across the mat for pigeon. Once again, play with the version that feels good. Okay, mentally preparing to come out before we physically do. This last couple of minutes is going to be your free choice of what to do. Just last things that the body needs before Shavasana. So if that means come out to kneeling, great. If that means come out to sitting, maybe take some windshield wipers, that's also beautiful. Take this next few minutes just to intuitively journey. Any last things the body's asking for, start to explore those things. All the time you need your body to be ready eventually for Shavasana. It's your journey. When you do get to your Shavasana, there's a couple of different images that could start to form in your mind. One image could be like a solar panel where you've got so much surface area. All we have to do is just receive the sunlight. Another image that could work is just enjoying your favorite summer scene, like laying on a warm beach towel, absorbing the sun, or being in the woods, whatever it is that's calming and relaxing. Just choose your image where you can receive the sun. Imagine for these next few minutes, all we're doing is soaking it up, enjoying the abundance of sunlight right now, almost like we're saving it in canning jars for the gradual darkness ahead of us. Here, begin to deepen the inhale. The exhales. Small movements start to return to the body. Movements get larger and larger over time. Perhaps the fetal position off to one side. Maybe 3 or 4 more good deep breaths, slowly returning. Only rising up to a comfortable seated place for you already. This week, collecting, gathering up all this sunlight, using its inspiration to guide us toward whatever actions are necessary or helpful at this time of our life, even just inspiring. And with the sunlight, this idea to lead us on, let's wrap up the time we shared together with the sound of Om. Deep inhale now. May we be filled with light, happiness, and peace. Namaste.